Yo, what's up guys? Alex here from Elite Football Conditioning, and I've had a few things going on this week where I was actually speaking to another coach about this, and if you take a look through my Instagram feed, you'll see sort of like loads of nice pictures, nice graphics, hopefully you think they're nice, of kind of like the headlines and the key points that I want to try and get across to you. And there are only, I would say, a handful of videos in there that are actually of some of my guys, some of my athletes, not necessarily all guys, actually doing the work. And the reason for this is I've played around with this in my head a lot, where I've kind of been thinking I need to get more videos of my clients on like my Instagram feed and on the internet, just so that it gets more attention, it gets more views, because let's be honest, you might not want to see me every single week. That's just the way it is, but it seems like a lot of the best ways to actually get people's engagement and capture their imagination is to just go, bang, here's a video of, look at all these guys doing all this amazing stuff. But that's not me. And even though I've played around with it, I have tried it. I've tried kind of going, right, I'm going to video this client, I'm going to video that client, I'm going to do this. And ultimately, when it comes down to getting the videos done and doing the work, it takes so much time and effort to set up the camera, make sure the angle's right, make sure you've got the right space for the exercise. And by the time you've actually gone through all that, as a coach, that's taken up a lot of time for the athlete, and it's wasting time through the session where we need to be getting quality work done. And I kind of only realised this because I was videoing one of my clients this week to send videos to his dad, because his dad had requested some videos of him working. And I was like, yep, that's absolutely fine. But ultimately, it does take time, and it is kind of a little bit like I become more important than you. So if I'm spending all my time, because let's be honest, if I'm putting videos of you on my Instagram, it's not necessarily to get you more followers, it's to try and get me more attention as a coach when you're actually paying for my time to do that. So it doesn't really seem very fair. And if I was the athlete in that situation, I wouldn't want that. Also, coming at this from a point of view of an athlete and even as a coach, when you're in here, when you're in the workshop, putting the grind in, putting the hours in, putting the time in, the sweat, the blood, the effort, no one gets to see that. No one deserves to see that. Like, the whole purpose of you coming and putting the time in here in is so the thing that people do see and is the thing that actually matters, which is the work you get done on the pitch, on the court, on the field. That's where it all counts. So the stuff that goes on in here, unfortunately for you, if you're watching the videos, if you're a little bit tired of me, probably just unfollow, unsubscribe, go away, because unfortunately it is going to be a continuation of me demonstrating, explaining, talking through. And I understand wholeheartedly that sometimes listening, watching, and trying to understand the content takes a bit more time and a bit more effort than simply seeing someone do something flashy, thinking, oh, that's cool, I'm going to do that. If that's you, if you're that kind of person, that's fine, that's great, but you need to understand why that person's doing the exercise in the first place, how it's going to benefit them, and whether or not it's even applicable to you through your current phase of training or even your phase of development. So take it with a pinch, take it whichever way you want it, but I'm going to continue doing videos this way, and unfortunately that means for you guys, you don't get to see the work that my clients are putting in, but I will try and give you glimpses and snapshots of certain things that are going on. The other thing I would say as well is, I know this is quite a popular thing of people filming the training and posting it out there and blah, blah, blah. Again, I go back to the work, the results, the things that you do in here are irrelevant. The only thing that matters are the results out there in the real world. That's the thing that really counts. That's what's going to pay the bills. That's what's going to get you the contract, the scholarship, everything else, all the riches and rewards that come with it. That's where you have to perform. So this is just where you suffer. This is where you earn it. This is where you lay the foundation and pay the price. It's what it takes. So, and a lot of the time as well, that has to be done alone. Like, if you're doing it for other people to watch and admire you for it, that's the wrong reasons. You probably need to pick something else. So hopefully that explains a few things for you and makes things clear, and maybe gets a few things sorted out in your own head. So, like, if you're an athlete, if you're training, if you're watching these videos and you're watching me, listening to me, understand that you filming your exercises, you filming your work is not the priority. Think about why you're doing it. What are you doing it for? And no one needs to see it. No one needs to see it, because if you're doing the right things here, like, it'll pay off out there anyway. So work hard, get after it, and shut yourself off to the outside world. Don't worry about looking good. Don't worry about looking and appearing as a hard worker. I guarantee if you're putting a lot of effort into looking like you're working hard, you're not working hard. All right. That's enough from me today. I think that's a little bit. Is that a bit of a rant? Maybe a bit ranty today. Anyway, there you go. So, and also, if you're looking at through other coaches' Instagrams and you want to find kind of coaches that you might want to go and work with, like, I hope you're doing that. I hope, obviously, if you're not working with me, I hope you are looking to find a coach, because everyone needs a coach. I have a coach. I hope you're looking for a coach, but here's something to look for. If the majority of their content is their athletes doing stuff, sometimes dumb stuff, some extremely dumb stuff, some stuff that's just bands, chains, Bosu balls, and like circus tricks, I personally would give them a mile. If it's a coach that is resharing some of their remote athletes doing their own work and simply doing that, cool, go with that. If it is a coach that is working one-to-one with an athlete, and then again with another athlete, and again, and the video, and all their athletes, and they're in the frame the whole time, again, run a mile. And ideally, if you see a coach that's putting out a lot of content that is useful, intelligent, smartly designed, and is centered around you getting the best results and gives you a bit of understanding, that's probably you're in. Go for that one. All right, that's enough from me today. I'll speak to you again soon. Lenko out.